Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the farm. This here's Cletus Ludbutter Hoodlehopper Jr. up early in the morning. Well, not that early, I suppose, but well, we're back here at the new home place, and we're looking forward to having a bit of fun today. Not exactly sure what we're going to accomplish besides trying to figure out what we're going to do with these fields out here. I know I talked a little bit about what I wanted to do last time, but to be honest, this field out here, the big one we got, we need I'd like to get a mulcher. I hadn't called the shop this morning, but I'm about to. I think they open up around 7:38, something like that, quarter to 8, maybe. Hell, I don't know. I don't know when exactly they open up for business, but what we're looking to do is see if they got a mulcher that's used. We can crush up all them stalks in that field out there. So I figure I'll give them a call here, see what they got going on. Beginning of September, let's take a look at the weather. Oh, let's see now. Like about noontime. Just for a couple hours, it's supposed to rain, so but we ain't worried about that none. Let me give them a call and see what sort of specials they got going on this week. Well, I called up the vehicle store, and they emailed me this list here. I'm gonna go through it here. They got a sugar cane trailer. Don't need that. Forage mixer, basically making total mix ration. We don't need none of that. Forage harvester header, don't need that. Now this is interesting. This Fendt tractor, the 900 Vario, 296 to 415 horses. I imagine, it's almost half off. Would be nice to have. Now let's click on this link here. Get a look-see. Now what would it take? Would you imagine? All right, so it's like 60 grand more to get the 400 horses. Now we ain't gonna do that. Now we got an animal trailer as well, so no mulchers, nothing we really want. So let's see what a mulcher would cost us here. We're on the website, looks like, and let's see now. Oh, here we go, mulchers. Got a few to choose from, looks like. We want a decent working with. This is a big field now. 5.6, 5.8 meter, 6 meter, 25,000. Oof. Now they're getting smaller again. This one here is 9 meters, but it's $42,000. That's a little more than what we're looking to spend. Boy, 3 meters there. Oh no, 3 meters, almost 6 meters there, 21,000. We got this old boy 5.8 meters, and this one here 6 meters, 4 tons. This one's actually heavier. This one here requires 200 horses. Let's see, let me get the manual out on my Fiat. 180 horses. So we unfortunately would not be able to run the one I'm looking at here. This one here. We'd be looking more like this feller here, this Notch Speed Max 560 for 21,000. I believe, boy, I tell you what, I'm gonna wait, and what we really need now is a plow, and we can't wait on that, I suppose. Well, let's take a look now. I'm gonna see. I'd like to sample the soil, but it don't look like we're gonna do that. What we want to do is see when we can put some corn or soybean out there. Looks like early in the year. We're in September, so we want to, early April for corn, May for soybean. Wheat and barley's in April as well. Actually, we could put wheat in the ground right now, do some winter wheat. That's what I plan on doing with the little field, so I think we can wait. And I'll just give them a call and let them know, hey, I'm looking for a mulcher and I'm looking for a plow used, and we'll see what we can come up with before next year. Now, these soybeans, I was looking now, and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. I went into town, got a list of the dealers. Now, soybeans go for a low end of $8.94 and a high end of $22.26. Now, that's last year's numbers. That's what they're going on. And typically in July, they're $2,200. Right now, obviously, they're not quite that good. So what we're probably going to do when we harvest them soybeans, we'll just drop them in our storage tank here. And we'll hang on to them till the price is right, and then we'll, because we're not hurting for money just yet. Now, if we do, at some point, need a quick influx of money, and we can just sell them off then. But for now, I don't think we need to sell them right away. I think we can hang on a little bit longer and see if we can get a better price out of them than what they currently is. While I'm down here, I wanted to show y'all what my plan is out here near the road. And we got our little gravel road coming down through here by the new home place. It's completely overgrown. That's another reason I want a mulcher, because this mulcher, we can just get rid of all this shrubbery. It'll grind it all up into the ground, into the dirt, and feed it back into the ground. But once we do that, what I want to do is get some fellers with some gravel truck, deliver me some gravel out here, and we'll spread it around, and we'll make a little driving path right in through here, right up to this field right here, and maybe even along to about right here. Don't want to go up much further because you can't really go up. The trees are in the way up here, and it's pretty jabberwocky when you get up this way. I would love to slope this a little bit, but I don't have the equipment, and of course I don't know what the hell I'd be doing anyway. I'd have to hire a team to come in and slope this to a lighter gradient, and we might be able to bring the path up this way at some point in the future, but that's in the distant future. That's not anything that's going to happen right away. Now, that little driving path, I think, is going to happen right after I get my hands on a mulcher. And as well, I want to do the same thing right along here, leading out to the fields, going around these trees here. We might have like a little turnaround horseshoe coming in, come out through here, and have a little path leading out this way. And if the gravel's not too expensive, we might just gravel all of this here, get a lot more area to park in. We want to come down this way. You can see right where I want to put that path. It's pretty obvious right down through here. Get access to both fields, and obviously clear out all this brush and whatnot. So Just a little update. Looks like we're not going to do too much today. Just kind of playing the... What in tarnation is that? My God. Listen here, Bambi. Don't be doing that no more. Witchcraft. Anyway, just a quick little update. We're going to see what the day brings. I think I'll head into town. Take Bessie into town here and eat at the diner. Trying to socialize a little bit. You know, introduce myself around to the locals and try to network a little bit today since I ain't got much else to do. So... we'll see you next time. Why, hello again, y'all. Cletus back here with you at the new home place. And I just got up and got out, ate my breakfast, had some nice oats this morning. Delicious, with some buttered toast and whatnot. And you'll never believe, I went on the website of the dealership there. You'll never believe what we seen in the used equipment that they never give me a call, but they're probably not even open yet. But we got ourselves a John Deere JD 670 disc, 6 meters, basically 5.9 meters at 51% off, discounted as used, obviously, but it requires 220 horses to pull her. Look at that sucker. Now that looks nice. It's 10, almost 11,000. I think for sure we're going to go with this. And we're going to cross our fingers that that our tractor, our little Fiat, can pull her. If not, we'll have to go back to the shop and maybe lease a tractor from them for the day or for the week or whatnot. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put an order in on this guy to make sure that that's a nice looking fertilizer spreader as well. We'll need one of them at some point, but well, we're going up there with the Fiat, and well, folks, I tell you, if our little Fiat cannot handle this sucker, we're in for a world of hurt. But it shouldn't be too bad to just lease a bigger tractor, a more powerful tractor in the short term. And we'll get our field plowed up there, which is nice. This is the middle of September now. So we've had a bit of time go by, a couple of weeks, since last I gave you my little update recording. I done sent that off to Jed. He's all excited now. He's all excited for next summer. He's got slated after school lets out to come out to the new farm here, the new home place. He's going to stay with his Uncle Cleet for a while. Do a little learning. And do a little farming. A good kid. Now he'll be on site and be able to help us out. He'll be able to do some light work around the farm. And 2 extra hands, even if they's... well, hell, he'll be 15 by then. Even if they's just 15-year-old hands, is a big help around the farm. And no doubt about that. So, well, here we are on the road again in the Fiat, heading to the dealership to pick up our new plow that I'm really excited about. It's a great deal. Half off price. It's used, but hey, we got our workshop. We can make sure that all the bits and pieces are functioning well, and we're just gonna have to cross our fingers that the Fiat here can pull her down a field. We'll see you when we get there. button again, and we're almost back at the farm with our new plow. As you can see, we're taking up the entire roadway here, much to the disappointment of that car behind us, I'm sure. But you know, that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. It don't fold up none, so you just kind of have to deal with it, you know. All right, we're gonna head off in here into the brush. We go. But this is our field right here. So here in just a couple minutes, we're going to try her out and see how well the Fiat pulls her. I suspect we can pull her, but it's going to be rough. Especially, we're going to be going up a little gradient here. I'm going to try to go sideways with her real quick. Just a quick little test. See what we can get accomplished here. All right, we'll drop her down. See how we go. Oh my. Well, you know something, that ain't too shabby. I'm missing some of her, but I'm gonna go to the left a little bit here. All right, now that ain't too bad now. Oh, look at the stones coming up there. We got ourselves some stony soil. Oh my goodness. All right, well, what we figured out there is we can do her. I'm going to go back over here. Now, since it's been a few weeks now, I told you Jed was going to send me off a drone to do the follow me command and hook her up to my phone and basically just follow me around. So I'm going to try to get that sucker going here right after we do a little inspection on our new equipment. Just make sure that ain't nothing too far off with her. We'll basically make sure everything's all sharpened up. Now I got a few tools in there to make sure we got everything sharpened up, but it looks fine. The eye test says we is ready to go. The real test was out here. Let's go take a look at our handiwork, what we done at the beginning. Just to kind of see. Oh my goodness. Look at all them stone. Anyway, I mean, the soil looks like it's being turned very nicely. I would say we got ourselves a pretty good plow. So what I want to do is just double check it with the eye test. If everything looks good, we'll go back out there. Once I figure out how to get this here drone to work. Now, Jed did give me a crash course. That is very simple. You just push a couple little buttons on your phone there and it'll take her off and just follow you around. So once we get that all set up, folks, we'll be back at you, probably flying high in the air. All right, folks, we're gonna drop her down. I got the drone flying successfully, so that's good. Just wanted to say howdy do before we take off now. As far as I know, I can't jabberbox with you when the drones are recording. Or at least if Jed uses that footage, you won't hear me chattering away. So I'm just gonna go about my business here and get her done, basically. And we'll see how good she goes up this hill. Oh my, not bad at all. It's gonna take a while, but here we go. going to make it into the video that Jed's going to edit together, but I figured I'd explain to some of y'all who might be wondering, what in the world is this guy doing, going back and forth and changing his direction and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be better to go sidelong on the field. In other words, this is the way I'm going now. Or if it's going to be going lengthways the way that I was just going a minute ago. Now I'm missing some of the darn field now, but anyway, talking and driving is hard, folks. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out if I can go faster sidelong or lengthways, and it's looking like it's the same either direction. So yeah, I suppose it is what it is. But I done missed a whole heap load of field back there. I'm gonna go up lengthways here to pick up this little scrap I missed this way, and we'll see how we do. Coming back down this hill the other way, we weren't going much faster. 6 seems to be my max speed, and the old Fiat here pulling this here cloud. Leastway is coming back down the hill there, going the other direction that I'm going to right now. Leastways we can get up into some of the higher gears, 3rd, 4th gear sometimes, and that's going to be a lot easier on the old tractor here. So we'll just keep it going this way back and forth until we're done. I'm just sitting here in the tractor looking at the weather forecast because I'm getting a little bit hungry. Thinking about heading into town for a bite at the diner. Looks like it's going to be clear but overcast the rest of the day today, and then tomorrow we're going to be hitting some rain, so I got to get this sucker done today. That's all right. We got plenty of time. About 1 in the afternoon. fight my way through the shrubbery here. I go up into Bessie and head up into town, get a bite to eat, take a look around, see what's what in town, and I'll meet you back here at some point in time. And looks like the drone's batteries were getting kind of low, so I done grabbed it, and we'll get them charged up as well before we head back out into the field. All right, we'll see you around the bend. Well, I'm back with you here. Just pulling back into the new home place from basically just head up to the diner, took a look around the shop. I was looking for a little picnic table, but then I remembered I done had one set up out here. I was thinking maybe I'll get some lunch meat, some sandwiches and whatnot for the future. Just park Bessie up here somewheres. Yeah, I forgot I done had a table set up out here. Got a nice tablecloth on her and everything. So anyway, probably next lunch break, meal break, I think for dinner I'll go inside, but I do have a little bit to snack on inside the house there. But anyway, I think I'll pick up some lunch meat in the next couple of days, and bread, some mayo, some cheese. I'll just have my lunch breaks out on the little picnic table. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this drone all set up to fly again, and we're going to try to get this sucker finished. Now, we got quite a ways to go. I mean, we are making slow time. Now, I did talk to the dealership on the phone when I was at the diner, try to get a little work done about what I'm gonna do about these fieldstone. And they made a kind of an interesting suggestion. They have this old beat up rickety stone crusher that they've been trying to get rid of for ages, and they swear it still works. I just need a bucket and a front loader on this sucker, or I can purchase an actual fieldstone grabber, pull behind the tractor. But I think I'm gonna try and just get a front loader and a stone bucket and just sort of drive around picking up all this stone. And we'll see if we can get a good deal. We'll talk them into a good deal on that stone crusher. What that's going to do is a couple of things. One thing it's going to do is give me lime from the stone I'm crushing out here in the fields, which is nice. Because one thing I want to do is put some nutrient back into the field here. Very important for the yield of the crop that we put in here next is to feed the soil all sorts of minerals and whatnot. And I'm a big proponent. We've always been that way. At C&C Farms, Coot and I, we are very big believers in the environment and trying to take care of Mother Earth, who provides for us so much, everything in fact, our livelihoods, our food, our water, our very lives themselves. So I try to avoid using liquid fertilizer, artificial fertilizers whenever I can. Now, back at the home place, we got a cow pasture. We raise cattle, and we use a lot of slurry to fertilize our land. Of course, neighbors don't like that much, but the smell, if the smell's the worst thing about it, then I figure it's all right. But out here, we don't have no cattle to give us any manure, so our options is artificial fertilizers, which I do not want to use if possible, or trying to rekindle the soil by spreading lime and putting some of that nutrient back into the ground so that our crops can grow big and strong. So that's what I'm thinking. That is an interesting solution that I'm really liking the sound of, to be honest. So we're probably going to go that route. Them old boys at the shop done come up with a good idea. And I think I'm going to take them up on it. As long as they give me a good deal on that stone crusher they're talking about. Because they really want to get rid of it, that's obvious. So if they want to get rid of it that bad, they can give me a deal, you know. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we're back to it. We'll see you on the flip side. Well, howdy again. We're getting close to finishing up here in the field, and the drone done died, so I had to go retrieve it, and I figured, well, hell, I'll just keep on keeping on, try to get as much done as I can, as fast as I can, but it's only about 5:45 right now. Still plenty of light out. It's a bit overcast, but we're doing all right. Hell, you can see the end zone right there. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I did make a couple phone calls. Took a bit of a break, about a 10-minute break, and made a couple phone calls. One to the dealership, and another to the fellers that were supposed to put up my workshop by now. Trying to figure out why in the world I don't have a workshop. But anyway, so they said they were going to be out here at the end of next week, put up the workshop, finish it off. I said, well, I reckon that'll be all right. And the dealership, I talked to this old boy Jamie, and trying to work out a deal I can get on that rock crusher. Anyway, long story short, I've got them scheduled to come out here tomorrow morning and with the rock crusher and deliver it. That was the deal I made. I said, well, I'll tell you what you want, but I need you to deliver it and get it all set up for me. So they're coming out in the morning to get that all set up, and I'm going to go down after that and take a look and see what sort of rock buckets they got. A rock bucket, if you don't know, is one of them buckets you put on a front loader or a telehandler or whatnot, and forklift and whatnot, and basically it's got little slits in the metal of the bucket, so you can't pick up no water with it. It ain't no good for manure, because the idea is the slits let the dirt slide out the bottom, and what that does is it lets you collect the rocks, but then you leave the soil behind, which is kind of exactly what you want to do. So good design on the rock bucket. Whoever come up with that idea is way smarter than I am, but that's neither here nor there. We got one, maybe two passes left here on the whole field, and we're looking pretty good. We'll get her back up here. Well, I tell you what, I'm sure you've seen a couple of times my backing up skills definitely are a bit rusty. That's all right. You know, everybody needs a little practice sometimes, even if they've done it for a long time. Sometimes you just mess up, you know. Anyway, so tomorrow's agenda. Get up early. About 6, I think they said scheduled to come out here about 7, they says. We'll be out here about 7 in the morning. I'll get up about 6 and figure out where in the world I want to put that sucker. I ain't even seen the darn thing. They gave me a rough idea of how big it was. And so I'm going to take a look around the property in the morning, where I would want to put that sucker, and when they get here, we're all set and ready to go, and I'll head up to town and head to the dealership, pick me out a front loader and a bucket with the stones, and we'll get to rock crushing. Basically, that's the agenda for tomorrow. Crush us some rocks, get this field ready for planting. I guess ready for cultivating, not really ready for planting. We could plant direct, but could, but I'd rather cultivate. Really get the soil all mixed up real nice. I mean, that's the best way to increase your soil longevity. Its life is very important. And so we're going to do everything we can this season, or this off season, to get this soil all prepared and ready for some corn. And if we do see a deal on a soil sampler, we are going to pick it up and we are going to use her and see what this soil's composition is. And that's going to tell us quite a bit about what we want to plant here in the future, or what we need to do in order to plant what we want to plant if that don't suit us. So we'll see what the soil composition is at some point in the future once we get a deal on that one sucker to see what the dealership has for us over time. That's pretty much getting you up to date on what I've been up to while I've been plowing and forming away. So I figure that's about it for today. I'm gonna head inside, get me some dinner, and well, that's what Jed tells me, to talk like I'm actually talking to people. So I guess thank you for hanging out with me while I'm doing my farming and plowing up the field here. Took us a while, took us all day, basically. The vast majority of the day. But we got her done, and we got her done together, and that's all that really matters. I'm going to head back inside, and I'll put this equipment in the machine shed, and we will see you tomorrow morning once we get everything all set up to do some stone picking.